Okay, guys. So for your project for this week, we're going to try to generate or locate some examples of practice, experimentation, and revision. So your second question in that sustained investigation written component asks how your inquiry, your guiding questions led to examples of practice, experimentation, and revision. I have looked on AP Central, and there are some videos there. I'm going to put that link there so you can start looking through some of this stuff. We probably could utilize this more over the course of the year, but you're in very good shape on this part. Um, and if you aren't, we'll just do it right now. So here are some from their website. I pulled some screenshots from a video where a woman talks about this and what they're looking for. So there she is, and here I am. And so she's talking over this, but you can see here that this would be an example of a slide that's actually in the person's sustained investigation. So we would normally think that maybe this would be the image, right? This bird behind the chicken wire. Or maybe this would be the image where it's presented a little differently, where the chicken wire casts a shadow. But in addition to that, this person is also given this page where they've got like some color ideas about what they want. I can't even really make it out. A few notations on there, some other thoughts. So it's like a sketchbook page. So if you have something like this, then we can put that in. If you don't have something like this, then here's your week to kind of generate, maybe in reverse, something like this, where you could say, here's the poster that I created. Here's the photograph that I took. But in thinking about taking this photograph, here are the colors that I wanted to use. Here's why I'm taking this photograph of this person. Um, here's just a little sketch of what maybe the photograph should look like. I don't know. And then here's the photograph itself. So you're kind of documenting your thoughts and showing that you were planning on there. Here's a piece that looks like a drawing that's collaged together and taped together pieces to create this unusual uh, kind of look at what looks like an interior to me, like a room. My sustained investigation was guided through my wonders of the roles materials play in my artwork and how materials and brushstrokes can evoke a sense of decay and neglect in abandoned places and wastelands that were once glorious and purposeful. So this piece and looking through the images, but not really seeing everything and listening to everything yet, I think came from these examples where we can see that this person is kind of like starting to get an idea about like what these interior spaces, this like kitchen, maybe like a bedroom or something like that, maybe looking down on something. But they're kind of planning out what the drawing might look like and kind of thinking about like here you can kind of see taping all these things together. So maybe you go in and look at like one of your favorite pieces and then you say, okay, how would I work backwards? Where did that come from? And just a couple of sketchbook pages like that could do it. This is kind of like the extension of that. So instead of actually building that one piece, they went further and kind of like made a box and then photographed it up close. It kind of looked like you were in this space. And then this is kind of like a painting of what that space might look like. So it's like, here's the box I made, here's the photograph that I took, and here's what I painted from that photograph. So they're showing all the work that went behind it there. Um, Another example, just so you can see more, like, and that this is something that we've got like over and over and over again. She's found some images of eyeballs, looking up close, looking at eyeballs, drawing eyeballs, thinking about pieces that are coming, the brain, things that you would see. So you could create this whole kind of notebook page around the topic. Um, if you've done other research, if you've read articles, you could print those, put them down into a page or piece of paper, right, even if it's big, like 18 by 24, and then write and draw some ideas about your thoughts about that article, okay, for example. So, one more slide. This is the last, and we've seen this, or I've seen this before. Might be kind of new to you. Um, But a lot of the portfolios that they really, celebrate when they're talking about how to do a good job on getting the top score show some sort of like pieces with an example of the process right there. So here we have this stitched together piece, right? But she's showing you in this slide that she built it and then cut it up and put it back together. So we have some experience with that, right? We did the construction deconstruction thing. Um, we could show some process pictures from that or talk about that, but you can see she's had somebody from above, and it's nicely photographed too, right? Like this in and of itself is kind of an interesting viewpoint, and we've got nice kind of range of colors there. But just even something like that, where it's like, here's what I did, here's what it looks like while I was working on it. And uh, if you haven't done any of that yet, you could even think about doing that in the next couple of weeks. So something that shows something like that will give you yet another chance of getting that top score. So I'm going to stop sharing here, and let you guys go. Hope you had a great weekend. Bye bye.